Perhaps the size of Coldplay's success has something to do with the size of their ambition.
In order for us to get excited about a new album, we have to have one song that we feel like everybody has to hear this song before we die, otherwise we'll be terribly depressed.
But for the band's chief songwriter and frontman, it isn't about selling records.
My expectation isn't really one of amounts of albums or amounts of awards or anything like that. It's more that I would just really love it if a few people said to me that it really meant something to them. That was actually what I would really love.
Having topped the UK charts with their first 3 albums, they'd also won a cabinet full of Grammys, Brits and NME awards, with songs like Yellow, Clocks and The Scientist branded as classics by critics.
I think everything that happens to you impacts your songwriting. From being turned down by some girl when you're 13 to worrying about, whether your friends, like you, or your friend losing somebody, or, a cup of tea you had, everything goes into your brain, doesn't it? And so it's all mixed up in there.
Despite being inundated with multi-million-dollar offers from the likes of Gatorade and Gap for the use of their songs in ads, Coldplay have steadfastly refused to sell out. Nor will they be pressured into rushing out albums to cash in on their popularity.
We won't do another album until we think we've written the best songs in history. And that could take a while. So we could be waiting 20 years or 50 years. Who knows?
On the eve of the release of their 4th album, Viva La Vida or Death and All His Friends, expectations were high.
We wanted to find someone who had the same effect on us as Brian Eno did on U2 and David Bowie and Talking Heads and all these incredible bands that we love. And so we asked Brian, do you know anyone who could help us in the same way that you did? And he said, well, I could, I wouldn't mind having a go.
With Brian at the helm, Chris abandoned his famous falsetto style and started exploring his lower vocal register. And the album, packed with Hispanic influences, went on to win the 2009 Grammy Award for Best Rock Album.